in the twilight of the Viking Age, where the clash of steel reverberates through the misty fjords and the chill winds carry tales of epic conquests, emerges a saga that transcends the blood-soaked battlefields of history. Enter the world of Vinland Saga, a meticulously crafted masterpiece penned by the skilled hand of Makoto Yukimura. Vinland Saga is a compelling manga series that delves into the rich history of Vikings. The manga began its serialization in 2005 and takes inspiration from actual Viking history, with, of course, a blend of fiction. It follows the journey of Thorfinn, a young Viking warrior seeking revenge for the murder of his father Thors. The story is set during the Viking Age and explores the brutal and complex world of the Norse society, featuring historical events and also real-life figures. As Thorfinn matures, the narrative evolves from one of vengeance to a broader exploration of Viking culture, honor, and the quest of a land called Vinland. But what actually is Vinland? To answer this question and how accurately history is depicted in the Vinland series, we first have to dive into the history of the Viking culture. Before we continue, if you like videos like these, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and like this video also, because your subscription lets me know that you're interested in content like this and it encourages me to make additional parts. So, who were the Vikings in the first place? The Vikings were seafaring Norse people, originated from the late 8th to early 11th century what is now Scandinavia, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. They were renowned for their maritime prowess, adventurous spirit, and raiding expeditions. The term Viking has its origins from the Old Norse language. In Old Norse, the word vikinger was used to describe a seafarer or a pirate who engaged in expeditions, raids, or exploration. The root of the term is believed to be related to the Old Norse vikja, meaning to turn or to move away. The term Viking thus referred to someone who participated in maritime activities, particularly those involving raiding or trading. Central to their way of life was mastery of maritime activities. Vikings were skilled sailors and navigators, utilizing advanced shipbuilding techniques to craft long ships, sleek, shallow vessels that allowed for swift riverine raids and daring oceanic voyages. These expeditions weren't merely driven by plunder. The Vikings were also accomplished traders, establishing trade routes that stretched across Europe, the Mediterranean, Asia, and even as far as North America. Warfare was another integral aspect of the Viking society. Renowned for their prowess in battle, the Vikings employed advanced weapons and strategic tactics that struck fear into the hearts of their opponents. While their raids on coastal communities are well documented, Vikings also engaged in territorial expansions and conflicts among themselves. Yet, it is crucial to note that their martial abilities were not solely for aggression. They served as a means for securing resources and at times establishing new settlements. The Viking Age witnessed a distinctive architectural landscape shaped by Norse needs, resources, and the environments they settled in. Central to the Viking architecture was the longhouse, a versatile rectangular structure with a steep, thatched roof serving as communal halls, dwelling spaces, and storage areas. Viking settlements were organized around the longhouse that formed small villages or farmsteads together, and they were typically situated near water sources for transportation and resource accessibility. Wood was the primary construction material due to the abundance of Scandinavian forests and the timber-framed structures including ships. Viking clothing were not only practical but also reflected their social status. The average Viking wore woolen garments, often tunics and trousers, supplemented with leather shoes and a cloak for warmth. Women adorned themselves with dresses, often fastened with a brush. The affluents showcased their status through the quality of their clothing, adorned with intricate embroidery and jewelry. The Vikings' homeland were characterized by their stunning yet harsh landscapes. Fjords with deep, narrow inlets dotted the coasts, providing both natural protection and navigational challenges. Lush forests and the expansive plains offered resources for construction, agriculture, and hunting. The changing seasons shaped the Viking way of life, influencing everything from trading routes to the timing of raids. Contrary to the popular perception of Vikings as mere raiders, they possessed a rich social structure with a set of distinct values. Loyalty, honor, and a sense of community were paramount. The concept of the thing or assembly was a democratic institution where disputes were resolved and important decisions were made collectively. Religion, steeped in Norse mythology, played a significant role in shaping their worldview, with gods like Odin, Thor, and Freya influencing daily life and rituals. Family bonds were highly valued, and the women, while not being engaged in the frontline combat, held significant influence within the household and were often involved in managing family affairs. Farming and craftsmanship complemented the Viking lifestyle as these communities were largely self-sufficient. In terms of historical accuracy, Vinland Saga impressively captures the essence of the Viking society. One of the aspects that Vinland Saga accurately portrays is the Viking seafaring prowess. The Vikings were skilled navigators and traders, as I mentioned before, who ventured far and wide, reaching as far as North America. The manga showcases their longships, which were crucial for their expeditions, and the challenges they faced during their voyages, including the Battle of Hjörungavåg. Furthermore, the series delves into the Vikings' brutal and relentless nature of warfare. Vinland Saga accurately portrays the ferocity of Viking battles, highlighting their strategic tactics and the use of weapons like swords and axes. It also touches upon the concept of berserkers, legendary Viking warriors known for their uncontrollable rage in battle. Another notable aspect is the depiction of Viking society. Vinland Saga showcases the hierarchy structure of Viking communities, with chiefs and warriors holding positions of power. The manga also explores their customs and the traditions, such as the belief in Norse mythology and the importance of honor. However, it is crucial to note that the series also introduces fictional elements and characters, weaving them seamlessly into the historical backdrop. The protagonist Thorfinn and his personal journey, while set against the historically grounded Viking age, undergoes a fictional twist and turns that deviate from a strict historical account. Thorfinn Karlsefni was a notable Icelandic explorer who lived during the 10th and 11th centuries, and he played a crucial role in the Norse exploration of North America during the Viking Age. His life and adventures are chronicled in the Icelandic sagas, particularly Saga of the Greenlanders and Saga of Eric the Red. Thorfinn's family background, marriage to Guðrid Thorbjörnadóttir, and his ambitious expedition to Finland mark him as a prominent figure in the Norse history. Around 1010 Anno Domini, Thorfinn led an expedition to Finland with the aim of exploration and settlement. The encounters with the indigenous people, referred to as Skrælings, revealed the challenges faced by the Norse explorers in unfamiliar territories. Despite their attempts, the Finland settlement was eventually abandoned due to various challenges. Thorfinn in the series, though named after the historical figure, is a fictional creation. His journey and character arc are carefully designed for dramatic and thematic impact. The transformation of Thorfinn from a vengeful warrior to an individual seeking peace and purpose is a deliberate narrative choice, rather than a depiction of the specific historical persona. The manga captures the essence of the Viking society, exploring themes of honor, violence, and exploration. But it uses Thorfinn as a lens to delve into deeper and more personal aspects of the themes. His emotional and psychological struggles contribute to the fictionalized elements of his portrayal, providing you with a nuanced perspective on human experience within the Viking context. Thorfinn's relationships with both the fictional and historical characters, such as Askeladd and Leif Erikson, are crafted to enhance the storytelling. These interactions add layers to the complexity to Thorfinn's character and contribute to the broader themes explored within the manga, including the cyclical nature of violence, the pursuit of personal growth, and the yearning for a more peaceful existence. Askeladd in Vinland Saga is a fictional character created by Makoto Yukimura, and there's no direct historical counterpart for this character in the Viking history. The manga employs a mix of historical inspiration and creative storytelling to craft its narrative. However, the character's name, which means Prince of Ashes or Splinter of the Ash Tree in Old Norse, reflects the thematic themes woven into the story. In Vinland Saga, Askeladd is a complex and cunning Viking leader who plays a pivotal role in the life of the protagonist Thorfinn. Askeladd's character is known for his intelligence, strategic thinking, and ability to navigate the intricate political landscape of the Viking world. His actions and decisions significantly impact the trajectory of the narrative. While Askeladd may not have a direct historical counterpart, it's visible to see that the aspects of his character draw from the broader context of the Viking Age society. Viking leaders and warlords were often required to be politically astute, charismatic, and capable warriors to navigate the challenges of their time. Askeladd, with his intricate schemes and leadership skills, embodies some of these traits. Canute the Great, also known as Knut, was a pivotal figure in the medieval history during the 11th century. Born around 995 or 994 into a Danish royal family, he succeeded his father, Svein Forkbeard, and expanded his reign to create the North Sea Empire. This empire included England, Denmark, Norway, and parts of present-day Sweden. Canute became the King of England in 1016 after a series of battles against Edmund Ironside, solidifying his rule and establishing a successful period in English history. Notably, Canute worked to strengthen the Christian Church in England, fostering close ties with the authorities despite his own pagan beliefs. In addition to England, Canute ruled over Denmark and parts of Norway, although his reign in Norway faced challenges and unrest. Canute the Great passed away in 1035, and following his death, the North Sea Empire began to fragment, with his descendants encountering difficulties in maintaining control over the vast territories. Canute's legacy is multifaceted. He's remembered for his achievements in consolidating power and fostering stability in his realms. His efforts to promote Christianity and his significant role in the cultural and political landscape of the North Sea region mark him as a key figure to the medieval European history. In the Vinland series, Canute is introduced as a prince, initially depicted as a frail and seemingly lacking the qualities traditionally associated with Viking leaders. However, as the narrative unfolds, Canute's character undergoes significant development. He grapples with the themes of power, faith, and self-discovery, navigating the treacherous political landscape of the Viking world. In the manga, Canute's struggles with leadership and his internal conflicts are fictionalized to contribute to the narrative's thematic richness. The series explores Canute's psychological and emotional journey, providing a nuanced perspective on his character and goes beyond historical accuracy. In Vinland Saga, the exploration of Finland becomes a central theme as the characters embark on voyages to this distant and mysterious land. The desire to find Finland and establish a new life there serves as a driving force for the characters' actions and motivations. Vinland Saga gets its name from the historical Viking exploration of North America, particularly the area Vikings called Vinland. The term Vinland is derived from Old Norse, vin, which means vine or wine, and land, meaning land. And so, the name suggests a fertile and potentially habitable land. The manga takes inspiration from the historical accounts of Norse exploration led by figures like Leif Erikson. In the series, Finland represents a central aspect of the narrative, as it is the destination of the character's exploration and a place where the people hope to establish a new life. The portrayal of Vinland, the Viking term of North America, is another example of the manga's historical fusion. While the Vikings did explore North America around the 11th century, and so far as we know, were also the first ones to discover North America before Columbus did, the manga takes creative liberties in depicting their interactions with the indigenous people and the challenges of settlement. Characters like Thorfinn Karlsefni, based on historical figures, are driven by the allure of Finland. The series explores their struggles, conflicts, and aspirations as they navigate the challenges of exploration and settlement. While rooted in historical events, Vinland Saga takes artistic liberties for storytelling purposes. The series combines historical accuracy with the fictional elements, including character relationships, dramatic events, and supernatural occurrences. So, the title Vinland Saga reflects the Viking exploration and the historical significance of the Vikings' attempts to settle and establish a presence in North America. But not only that, it's also a broader exploration of themes such as personal growth, cultural clashes, and the impact of historical events on individuals and societies. Let's discuss the greatness of Vinland Saga by commenting down below, and I see you all in my next video. Bye bye!